What's the question then?
The question today, boys, are we finishing Echo's season 1? Now, I don't really know why I've said season 1, because I don't think this is getting a season 2.
I think you might be onto something there. I think this show had a lot of production problems in the first instance, which involved a lot of reshooting, a lot of re-editing, a lot of rewriting. And at the end of the day, you can kind of tell while watching it. So we're over halfway through now. We've watched 3 episodes, and it's not really done what we wanted it to do. And we were excited for it. We thought, hey, the trailers looked great. And to be honest, the trailers have been the best part of this show. And that's never a good thing. We've got to do fact of the day though. Page number 168, fact number
2.
2/3 of all the people in the world who have ever lived to 65 are still alive today.
Wow. Wow. That's on medicine, baby.
It is on medicine, higher living standards, less poverty, because just in the last 100, 150 years, poverty levels across the world have decreased so massively because trade, because people having more money, because money. It helps. Now, that might mean there might be some levels of inequality, but overall, people all across the world richer this century versus last century.
Facts.
Money. Money.
Money.
There you go. Hey, NarendraTheComic,
on,
yes,
Sensei.
and right now we're going to be doing a very short, because I don't want to give it that much time, review of Echo. Echo.
Just echoing in my ears just constantly. Here's the thing. Episode 1. As it would turn out, half of the episode was stuff we'd seen before.
Yes.
It was entirely flashback and Maya's life. Why aren't you interspersing that as flashbacks as the show is continuing? Now, we are midway through the season. I see, editing-wise, why that would have been difficult. Because there is no way they could have pumped all of that context in with the way the show is.
It was a terrible first episode. Let's be clear. The second episode was better. The third one was okay as well. But the first episode, the one that is there to hook everyone into watching the whole show, was horribly paced. It wasn't particularly well acted. The lead is not very good, to be fair. Some of the supporting cast have been okay.
I think part of the issue as of yet is we haven't really seen what's bugging her on the inside. Woo! Bugging her on the inside. Look at that. Hey, here I am being like, we haven't seen what's bugging on the inside. Achoo! Bringing out all the insides. Right? But that's one of the issues. Oh, another one, bless you. Third one's
This
still.
is very unprofessional of me. This is very unprofessional.
Look, all I'm going to say, despite all of that attempt they've made with the backstory and the context, it's about who she is right now. And we haven't actually seen that. Therefore, when these payoffs are meant to be happening, they're just falling flat. That tells me that they actually haven't thought this story through. Because stories are built on good characters, well-developed, and great villains.
And there's not really been a villain to this show. I think partially the reason for that is Maya isn't exactly a hero. So she doesn't really have the antithesis other than the concept of Fisk. And Fisk, according to her, is dead at this point, even though we know he's alive. So there is that kind of conundrum character-wise for her, which is causing a problem with the show overall. I'm telling you, there's just not been enough Daredevil. There's not been enough Fisk. Now, it is an Echo show. It's not a Wilson Fisk show. But let's be clear here. Wilson Fisk is Wilson Fisk. Vincent D'Onofrio is Vincent D'Onofrio. And Charlie Cox is Daredevil. And if the Daredevil we get in this show is just that one snippet, I'm telling you, some games have been played. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and if we don't get at least one more scene of Daredevil in this show, I'm gonna be pissed. And I don't think it's gonna happen, because I don't know if they're gonna even go back to New York in this whole show.
I don't think they are. I think they're playing it like they're still gonna remain in Oklahoma, which means there's no way Daredevil is leaving Hell's Kitchen. I kind of wanted more of both of those characters, because when you actually put them in place, she then looks better, because there are people to go against her. We're actually seeing her enemies. And without that, everything just feels very wishy-washy.
I think part of that is because even though there was stuff coming out with the last trailer about the Netflix shows actually being canon, as of now, 3 episodes in, I've got no understanding that the Netflix shows are actually canon. I've not got that. This could just be all multiversal shit. And then there's also the stuff with Maya's backstory and somehow being a special individual with auxiliary powers and oh, she can do this and maybe this, and we're not really sure, but she definitely has super strength.
I'm not sure about this. It's giving she had powers all along.
It's giving live action Mulan.
Yeah, terrible.
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 Awful.
Her chi was just very strong, which everybody hated.
No one liked it. And it seems like they've done it again here. Inherent power. Not actually having to do anything for the power. Not actually having to do anything for the intelligence. It just being, I've got it.
You won the lottery,
That's
baby.
so
You
good.
just didn't even know it.
Rey Skywalker, baby. Let's go.
I am
Rey
the Jedi.
Palpatine. Woo!
That's what that is. That is, I am the Jedi. All the Jedi is in me. I'm wielding all of their power.
Indeed.
Disappointing.
Well, you know what? Maybe the last 2 episodes will be better. I hope so, because I do think we should give it one more chance.
Well, there's only 2 episodes left. We might
2
as
more
well.
chances. You're absolutely right. 2 more chances, not 1 more chance. The thing is, if they had dropped this week by week, I do believe that the drop-off from episode 1 would have been shambolic.
It would be diabolical.
So they did the right thing dropping it in one go, because I'm telling you, it would have been nonsense. It is short as well, to be fair. Overall, these MCU shows have been getting smaller and smaller. It started off with WandaVision, it being probably 5 hours long, and it was very well done considering it was a new enterprise at that point with MCU television. But since then, they've just progressively been getting minuscule. This one might be actually only 180 minutes, 3 hours maybe. So I don't know what you're trying to do when you're saying we're making TV shows with movie budgets. It's like, no, at this point it's 180 minutes. You're making a movie with a movie budget and I can't see the budget.
Yeah, some of these shots were CW, boys.
Ooh.
Just not all of them. I'll admit, there were some sequences I said, okay, this is looking okay. This is looking okay to good. Then
in fact,
others.
One I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
The other 4 that were major sequences were poor.
Well, see, I would say one of those were mediocre, and then the other 3 were poor. That average, you know what? I'll accept it.
Really?
I'll take that
I can't take that.
I'll take it.
If this was CW, I'd take it.
That's true. For that
If this
CW
was
budget,
the Netflix shows, I'd maybe take it.
For that
Because I know the
Netflix
budget
show's
that they're
budget.
working on.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
for this, looking at $100 million plus on 5 episodes, nah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but-
It's just not good enough. It's not.
It's not good enough. It's not. That's not good enough.
Precisely.